It is an honor to be here. I love CFO.
Yeah.
I've said to many people, we're in, for my husband, Brian, and I, like, we're not going anywhere, we're in, and all in, all in. Yeah. And I think my CFO journey started way back in 1978. Like, that's like 44 years ago. And I was a rather stubborn, rebellious, nasty little teenager.
Say it isn't so. No, heaven forbid. We will edit that out of this. No,
Okay,
really.
thank
no,
you.
No, yeah.
But yeah, my parents.
I read that in a local island paper that you guys just painted the town red or something like that.
Well, there was well, we won't get into that.
Okay, okay, we'll leave that one for now.
We'll leave that. That's in the book to come.
Okay.
But anyhow, my parents, they said, hey, we're going to go to this camp, and they sort of baited me, because if they had told me what was involved, I would have probably, I don't know what I would have done, but they said, oh, let's go on a shopping trip, and went down to Seattle, and then they said, oh, we're going to go to this Christian camp on the way home, and it's going to be awesome, and I was like, oh, no. And so, I came out of the cabin for meals about the first couple of days, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
I knew the language, and so I knew enough of the Christian language so that they'd somewhat leave me alone. They wouldn't try to come fish for me.
Yeah.
And, but it really was, what happened for me, Terry, was the love of God broke through. And I experienced his love in a way on a dock at the lake there in Bellingham, in a youth group, and we were joined hands. About the third night, I started joining in, because I thought, hey, this is going to be a long week if I don't start. And there was some rather nice-looking young men there. Yes, and so I thought, I am going to just go check this out. Anyway, we're standing on the dock, and the leader, who I still know to this day, said, why don't we pray for our families? And this group of youth started to pour out some authentic prayers for their family. And at that point, the love of God just came like a flood over me, and I had never experienced that love like that before, and it completely melted me. We were in pitch black, so nobody knew I was weeping. I cried my way back to the cabin, just saying, Jesus, I know you're real. I know you're real. Went to bed. My parents, I found out the next day, had just been praying the whole time. Just like, oh God, as parents do.
Yeah.
And came into the room, and the next morning, my mom, they were just quiet, and I was just in my bunk, just like, soaking. Now I have the language, just soaking in this newfound love, this newfound glory. And she even said the next day, she goes, we knew it as soon as you walked through the door, because it's like a light came in with you. Sure. There was something changed. And that's what brought me in, was the love of God. And I must say, like, in CFO, that is what has kept me. Because then what I started to experience was the love of God through others. And these people then became friends.
Yes.
One became my husband, father of my 5 children, and papa to 9 grandchildren. And met these incredible people that moved from friendship to family.
Yeah.